Good day, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Fayette Focus. Harry Wright with you today. My guest from the Special Olympics bowling team. We've got the coach, Mrs. Grover. How are you?
Just fine, thanks.
And we've got Corey Patton. How are you, Corey?
All right.
Corey is a member of the Special Olympics team. We'll talk with him in just a minute. But first off, tell us a little bit about the bowling team.
Well, we have about 40 athletes. It's probably half of all the Fayette County Special Olympic athletes like to bowl, and we practice on Wednesday evenings. And we have a tournament coming up in mid-March. Then we have a tournament here in Fayette County at the end of the season, which is the end of April or the 1st of May, around that time.
Now, when you talk about 40 athletes, that is just about half the number of people who are involved in Special Olympics. So bowling's really popular.
It is. We have lots of really good bowlers, and everyone tries hard, and we have a good time.
You know, when you say you got lots of really good bowlers, I know this because the very first time that I ever bowled, of anything, was because of Corey, because Corey calls me up, and he's on the Special Olympics bowling team, and he said, why don't you get a team together? So the radio station did. Well, he challenged me, and you beat me pretty bad, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Because they can bowl.
Oh yes, they're very good bowlers. Very good bowlers.
Now tell me, Corey, tell me a little bit. What do you like about being on the bowling team?
I like everybody that I meet that's on the bowling team, and I like the coaches that coach it, and I always like going to all the tournaments that we go up to in Columbus and compete in.
Now, when you go up to Columbus, you get to meet a lot of other bowlers too, don't you?
Yeah, we do, from different counties.
It's kind of fun to talk with them and hang out with them and just have a good time.
Yeah, it is.
Now, when you talk about bowling, we think about Pete Weber and all the big professional bowlers, but bowling is one of those fun sports that just about everybody can do, that everybody can have a good time with, and everybody gets to have fun on the team.
Absolutely. We have bowlers that might need a little more assistance than other bowlers, so we use ramps, and they're able to bowl and have fun just like the rest of us. It's a good time.
It is a good time, and it's a good network for them to socialize with each other.
Oh, absolutely. We have bowlers meet, not just bowlers, but the athletes get to meet new people. We have 2 or 3 new athletes this year already, and they're joined us with bowling, and I don't know that they've been involved before with Special Olympics, so it's going to be a good year. And
it's also a good time when the families come to the events, the tournaments and stuff, for them to talk to each other as well.
Oh gosh, we have such a great following. All the families and caregivers come, and it's just, it's really hard sometimes to find enough chairs for everyone to be able to sit and watch bowling. But it's a good time.
How long have you been the coach?
This will be my 3rd season.
So what are some of the things that you're seeing now that you didn't see in the first season that you coached?
Well, I think that some of the bowlers will take me in their confidence a little bit more as they've gotten used to me and know that I'm probably someone they can trust. We just we work out things that aren't really related to bowling sometimes.
So when you're practicing, some people out there are going to say practicing bowling. There are several things where you put your feet, how you move your hands. Bowling is not, it's an easy thing for recreational, but if you're going to take it seriously like Special Olympics, there are several things that affect how that ball works.
Well, that's true, and we have everything that we do, all of our practices are geared up for the tournaments, where then we do just like other bowling tournaments, where you have to cross over bowl and you can't hit the foul line, and so that does take a lot. That takes a lot of practice.
It does. Now, you're looking forward to the tournament coming up in March. Tell us a little bit about what the tournaments are like.
Well, the tournament that we go to is, I believe it's at H.P. Lanes in Columbus, and it's about twice the size of our bowling alley here, and the teams come from all over, and it fills up that bowling alley.
Do you bowl 2 games, 3 games? What's the format?
We bowl 2 games, and then there's like a session that does it in the morning, and then there's a session in the afternoon. But we only do 1 session, but it is 2 games. So
what's the date of that? Do you know?
I
put her on the spot, folks.
Well, I believe if Saturday the 16th, I believe that's going to be the date, but I'm not exactly sure.
Now, you guys could always use some help sponsorship-wise if somebody out there wanted to donate some money to Special Olympics.
Well, bowling, unlike a lot of the other sports, everyone needs a uniform or a uniform shirt. But with bowling, we have to pay every time we bowl or practice. Unlike the practice of softball or football, they get to they'll practice outside or the basketball team, I believe they, borrow a gym, but with the bowling alley, you have to pay for all the games that you bowl. So it is probably our most expensive for two reasons. I mean, we have to, every time we practice, we have to pay, but also we have to pay because we have the most athletes involved. So it's kind of costly. So yes, we can use support in many ways. We have the spaghetti dinner coming up. And that's on March 16th, 4 to 7. And anybody that wants to help out can buy a ticket for that. That would be a big help because all that money goes to help Special Olympics.
Right, that spaghetti supper, all that money does go to help Special Olympics, and it is one of the most expensive sports because of that. So if you're a business out there and you're looking for a really good cause, and it's a tax write-off, folks, just thinking, it's tax time's coming up, but it's a tax write-off for next year. So if you have some extra funds and you want to make a good investment, invest in Special Olympics bowling, help defray some of that cost of the practice. What's some of the things that you have to work on with your game?
Nothing much. I just want to talk about another sport that I do at Special Olympics, and that's track and field.
That's coming up too, yes.
And we're always looking for sponsors for track and field because the last 2 years I've been wanting to go for up to the summer games, and every time I asked Tim Stewart about going up to summer games, he says we don't have enough money to go up to summer games, so we can use some sponsor us to go up there this summer.
All right, so track and field's another thing. If you want to help sponsor Special Olympics, track and field, bowling, two expensive sports that we can help take care of, folks. So think about that while you're doing your taxes this year. Do you think, man, I need more tax write-offs? Think about Special Olympics here in Fayette County. Mrs. Grover, thank you for spending time out of your busy day with us today.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having us. We appreciate it.
And Corey, thank you for coming on the program. We'll have to do it again.
Yeah, we will.
All right. Well, and folks, thank you for watching.